Whoa, how you like that? Hey, this is Russ. Yep, I'm still here on the road. Well, technically, this is not the road. This is the bike path. So what I've been doing lately is, because time is kind of limited now for me, so much stuff is happening and going on now. I've been kind of cutting up my rides and turning them into multiple rides, putting them on several days rather than one day. First off, nobody wants to watch an extremely long video, right? Nobody wants to do that. But of course, I'm still on the bike. Wow, they've marked up this entire path. What are they doing to this thing? Look at all the markings. Looks like they're gonna rip it open again or something. And they just fixed this thing. What are they doing now? Look, the whole thing is marked up. You know what that means? We can't take this path. There's gonna be some inabilities to take this road one day if they're gonna do some construction stuff. This is the problem in Illinois. Okay, Chicago area, let's say. Yeah, it's a lot of road construction all the time, road repairs. So I always like going through here. You can see the color display. So anyways, if you watched the video the day before, you might know that I mentioned that I was not going to pedal at all today. I was just going to throttle the entire time because my legs are kind of like jelly. We did a lot of work. I don't know if I told you all the stuff we did. Let me tell you what we did. I think that was the one thing I didn't tell you. Okay, why is my leg so messed up? Well, being Memorial Day, as I'm recording this, and of course Memorial Weekend, a lot of people do a lot of projects, you know. Besides thinking of Memorial Day and the appreciation we have for the people who gave their lives for us to be free. I appreciate that a lot. But many people also use it as a day to do some home improvement things and things like that. So we were cleaning up because next weekend I have a bunch of friends coming over to do a guitar gathering. We usually do that once or twice a year. If it's not at my home, it's at a friend of mine's home. But because of the COVID things happening for the last couple years, we all kind of stayed away from each other. We haven't seen each other in a couple of years. So I decided, actually my wife decided. She says, if you want to host another one, we can do it this way. And this is the way we've been doing it with her family. You know, whenever we get together for a lunch or something like that with her family, we all take an at-home COVID test. All right, I'm gonna go through here. Thank you so much. The guy stopped and waited until I passed the bridge. He knows that it's kind of tight. It would be hard for both of us to get on that bridge together. So anyways, we usually take an at-home test and then we send each other a picture of the at-home test showing that we're all negative. And we just text it to each other. So I asked a friend of mine who usually also hosts these things. He says, what do you think if we did that? Do you think people would be okay with it? He said, I'm not really sure how people are going to react. They could be reacting positive or negative, but luckily they were all positive. And so they all decided we will do this to make sure all of us are safe. And so we have this gathering on this coming Saturday. So my wife and I decided let's clean up the house. that would make a good idea, right? You don't want to have a messy house when people come over. So yeah, we spent a lot of time cleaning the house, and so my wife is all tired out because she actually got on her hands and knees and scrubbed the floors. Yeah, scrubbed out the grout and everything on the kitchen tiles. And that thing looks really good now. But man, she's all tired out from it. I cannot do it because my knees, I can't crawl on my hands and knees to do it. But I did do the tile grout sealer and stuff. That's the easiest of it all. She did all the hard work. And then, hold on a second here. Wait for these cars to go by. I could push the button that signals it, but there's only a couple cars left. So we'll let them go. One car stopping for me. Thank you very much. Wait, thank you. So we also wanted to paint our wooden fence. Okay. Now the wooden fence had fallen down from high winds. Happened actually December, I think, of last year. Fell down. One section of it fell over. I didn't even know it fell over. My neighbor actually told me about it. I went out there and sure enough, it was falling over. And I said, well, it's winter. This is going to have to wait until next year. And we all agreed, yeah, that's really the way to do it. So we got the fence repaired. Or we're getting ready to get it repaired. Then another section of it fell over because now it has even less support when one part of it's already fallen over. So we called a guy. He came out and he repaired the fence for us. So we decided maybe we should just paint the fence because it's kind of old. Painting is a little tough for me nowadays with the knee issues and the legs issues, and I'm getting older. So I said, well, if we can find somebody who will paint it for us, I can at least take a pressure washer and wash the fence off before we do it. So we decided to hire a local neighborhood kid to do it. He's a little entrepreneur of his own. He was looking for extra money for the summer, so I contacted him and said, hey, look, do you want to paint my fence? And he never got back to me. He said yes, but then he never got back to me. I asked him twice, and I just said, just come on over and take a look at the fence, and he never came back to do it. So I'm assuming he probably, thank you, he probably didn't want to do it. So I found another kid who's also a neighborhood kid.
Where are you going?
And so he came out and he took a look and he said, yeah, I'll do it. So he will be painting our fence this week. So I took the pressure washer, I rented it from Home Depot. You get a 4-hour time zone to do it. So I pressure washed that and I pressure washed a whole bunch of other things at the same time. So I was kind of tired out from that. My wife was tired out from doing all the cleaning on the floors and everything. And so yeah, we're all kind of tired out. All right, we're going up the hill again. Let's just throttle it up. I'm not even gonna pedal. So we're going up at 19, 17, no pedaling this time. 15, 14, 12, 11, 10, 11. So it went down to 10 with 0 pedaling, 100% just throttling on batteries that are 49% capacity right now. So now if we had full capacity batteries, your voltage would be higher on your battery. You would probably gotten over that hill a lot better, a lot faster. And the last time I did it, as we know, we were doing like 20 miles an hour and we were getting over it at about 16 miles an hour with very slight pedaling and doing pedal assist level 5. This was just pure throttling, no assist of everything, plus wind blowing against us. So you can see, without a little bit of help from you, your speed drops. But again, this is also 48% battery power left. So it's not even the full charge of the battery. You know, the nice thing though, I've noticed before, and I mentioned it before, that the batteries on this Magicycle seem to still hold its own even when I was down at 12% battery power. Most other bikes would have given up already. They would have said, I don't have enough to give you. I'm not going to go as fast as you want me to. This one still does. Shocking. So yeah, I'm just riding for the sake of riding. I'm not pedaling, I'm just throttling today. Somebody mentioned too, they asked me, I wouldn't say they asked me, they just left a nasty comment on one of my videos saying that what did they say? Trying to find the words that they said. Yeah, sorry, I missed that stop sign there. Sometimes I notice it, but it's too late. I'm already committed. Slamming on the brakes at that point wouldn't be worth it. Oh, I can't remember now. This is what happens when you get old. I can't recall half the stuff anymore. It'll come to me eventually. Believe me, it wasn't nice. Yeah, I really can't wait until that second battery comes in for Magicycle. Then I can take you guys to at least the Bussey Woods or something like that on this bike instead of just using the Rad Rover all the time for it. Okay, so for this, we gotta make sure nobody turns left, which I think they're gonna do. So we just gotta wait a little bit. We got this car to my left. It wants to make a right-hand turn, which I guess he could technically do. I don't see a no turn on red. This other path has a no turn on red, but I think he's holding off because he sees me. So he's just letting me through first. All right. This one's always a little challenging because they don't give you much of a area to stop in, and I do want to hit the button. If I hit that crosswalk button, then I know for sure I've got a decent crosswalk to go. All right, so we made it through. I kind of like having this speedometer here. I know that way you guys can see what I'm doing. I know you can't really see the screen. I've looked at my videos and noticed that with the glare that happens with the sun and everything, at least for this screen, it's harder to see than the Rad Rover. The Rad Rover is just an LCD display. This one's, color display and everything. Nice, but it's only good for me. It's not good for the camera. You really can't see it on the camera very well. I usually give people the head nod. The head nod is the acknowledgement without having to raise your hand. So yeah, I've been on the bike for a little bit of time now. Because the kid is going to be painting my fence, I kind of have to be there with him. I don't know how long it's going to take him to do, maybe 2 days. I don't see him finishing it in one day. He's got 3 sides to paint, essentially. And we were originally going to spray paint it, but then wind and all this other stuff, and then found out that even Home Depot does not rent paint sprayers anymore. They told us that they used to, but people were returning paint sprayers clogged up because they don't clean them properly, and they just finally said, forget it, it's not worth us renting it. So that meant got to use a brush and a roller. Okay, now it's not like you can't do that, you could, but it takes longer. You do use less paint from what they say. There's less overspray issues. And so I says, I don't know if I want to do it. And I said, well, why don't you find someone who wants to do it? Find a kid who's willing to do it. So I showed him the fence, and he said, yeah, he'll do it. So I think I have to kind of supervise. I mean, I'm not going to tell him what to do, other than the initial, here's what I want done. But I think I need to be home in case, he has a question on anything. So I may not be able to be out on the bike. So if for some reason this week, please forgive me if I don't have a video every single day for you guys. It's probably because I couldn't get out there while he was painting. But if I can, I will do it and put it out there. But I will say this, you will want to watch Thursday's video because it will be a bike review video. Yeah, finally, a bike review. Yeah, I've been holding off on this bike review. I haven't said too much about it, kind of kept it quiet. I couldn't even ride the bike with you guys watching because until I released the video of the review, how could I be showing you my rides with it? So yeah, I've kind of held off a little bit longer with it. I've had the bike for a while now, but we had a couple of odds and end things we needed to take care of for the bike, and so that slowed down the review. One or two of you guys know about that issue, but you guys will know soon enough. Let me straighten up a little bit here. That is what happens when you don't have a lot of energy. So yeah, watch Thursday, okay? All you guys, watch Thursday's review, give them some support because we have a bike review coming out on Thursday for you. Now, a lot of these bike reviews I will do typically two videos at least, specifically for that bike. One will be just strictly the review portion of it, and then the other one will be other things like whether it's a ride or some other thing we're going to talk about with that bike. Yeah, there's no way to do. I was going to go, sorry, but there's just too many cars going through. All right, I think we can do it. That was a long wait. On your left. So yeah, watch on Thursday. Give them support because they're essentially supporting the channel. And watch the review. Tell me what you think about it. I think you guys will like this one. That's all I'm going to tell you. Thank you. Alrighty, we're back on the 3 mile path. We're not going to do the full 3 mile path. Whoa, how you like that? We went off the path. Hey, that's a first. Yeah, I was going so fast I couldn't navigate that slight turn. Well, I'm still alive. I didn't bite the bullet yet. Thank you. Yeah, I saw myself going off that ditch. I saw myself going off that ditch and I said, I can't make the turn. So there was a decision to be made quickly, right? So my decision was go off the path. Go straight off the path. Don't try to pop back on because then I probably would bite the bullet. So bite the bullet, whoever came up with that. So yeah, I went off the path, and this is where that 4-inch fat tires makes a big difference, even though you're on the path. Sometimes things like that happen. So yeah, that's an excitement, right? You got to see me going right off that thing. Now I know that you can't see the front wheel because your view is directly ahead. But yeah, we literally fell off the side of right off the side of the road into the gutter, so to speak, into the grass. And I lived to tell the tale. Gave him the head nod. Okay, you guys know I've been coughing quite a bit. I'm still coughing, and something occurred to me that maybe it could be more than just a basic cough thing. That's some of them said maybe it's an allergy, but I don't really have a whole lot of allergies. I remember a couple years ago, several years ago, I was still teaching photography, and I was coughing quite a bit. And so, if you got to talk for like 4 hours on a class, you got to take care of the problem. So I went to the doctor, and he says, I want you to see a specialist person. And then that guy told me, he says, I think your problem is actually acid reflux. I said, acid reflux? Why would I have acid reflux? He goes, well, that's what I think it is. So he says, go take Prilosec. Do it for 14 days, see what happens. Solve my problem. So I totally forgot about that. And now I'm beginning to wonder, could it be acid reflux again? Now, at that time, I was drinking a lot of hot chocolate. My office place that I rented from had free hot chocolate, and I had at least two of those cups of hot chocolate every single day. Well, he told me, chocolate causes acid reflux. I didn't know that. I've had chocolate all my life. So, it turned out it must have been acid reflux because it stopped it. So now, out of the blue, I thought about it. I said, could it be acid reflux again? What is it that I'm eating that could be a problem? On your left. Thank you. I said, what could it be? Now, the more I thought about it, the only thing that I've been doing a lot of that probably have not done in many years because of the COVID stuff happening is I've been going to Costco, as you know, and I'll usually get a Costco pizza or a hot dog. Well, along with it, I have Diet Pepsi and a little bit of regular Pepsi. I'm beginning to wonder, could that be something that also causes acid reflux? Soda. So I looked it up, and some of it said, yeah, that could possibly do it. So here's my experiment for the next 14 days. I'm going to take that Prilosec, and I'm going to stop doing the soda. Let's see if that fixes it. Let me take a swig of water here and come drying out a little bit. Been talking a lot. So anyways, I'll let you know in 14 days if it fixed it or it didn't. I'm hoping it does. I feel fine for everything else. It's just that I'm coughing. And that's exactly what happened that one time that I had that problem. So let me know what you guys think. Do you think the soda is the cause of the problem? Or could it be something else? I'm looking at what else do I eat. I don't really eat that much stuff that's different, but I have gone to fast food places since doing the food reviews. Is that what's causing it? I don't think it's just the fast food. It's been varying different types of fast food, so it can't be that. I'm thinking it's the soda. Alrighty, so that's the news. That's what's been going on. I'm gonna head back the way we came in. I'm gonna have to cross that road again. I don't like crossing that road. I really wish that they would put some type of crosswalk device there where, like on the other places where we push the button and then a signal comes out where it flashes a light to let people know there's people in the crosswalks waiting to cross, and then the cars just stop and let you go. So, but it's been like this for years. I seriously doubt they're going to do anything unless, okay, that is a stop-ish. Unless somebody gets hurt, which is kind of a pity then, right? So I've been throttling this entire time, and throttling hard, not throttling a little bit, but hard. And so we're hitting over 900 watts of power going in there. So that eats into your range, as we mentioned before. So where are we at? I'm at about almost 22 miles of riding now between yesterday's video and today's video that you're watching. And my power level is at 25%. So if I had to guesstimate it, since we're at 25%, or 22 miles, I'm gonna guess this thing probably would give me about 24, 25 miles on full, hard, throttling power. Okay, because if you watch my thumb here, I'm pushing as far down as it can go. And how you doing? So I can't get the range if you're doing that. You know that when we tested this bike originally, we were getting like 32 to 34 miles, something like that. But that was pedal assist levels and not hard throttling, just throttling enough to simulate the same amount of wattage that would be used up if we were pedaling. So yeah, if you pedal, you get a lot of range. If you don't pedal, you kind of lose all your range. Well, today is Memorial Day that I'm riding on. How you doing? And people are out walking. A couple people on bikes, not too many. You know, I think a lot of times there's more walkers on this path than there are bike riders. We're heading back to the scene of the crime, where I couldn't navigate that turn. I think what it was the wind was blowing me as well, and I just felt like I couldn't make enough of a correction, so it pushed me into the ditch. Plus there were people and things, and I'll have to look at the footage again to kind of analyze it myself. But you can analyze it and you tell me why you think I went into the ditch. But hey, that's gonna make a good title for the video. I ran into a ditch. Well, is it really a ditch? I don't know. It's the side of the road. I ran into the side of the road. That doesn't sound good. Ran into a ditch. Sounds better. Oh, okay, now I remember what the guy said. The guy said something like, you know, you did this long ride, you talked, and the only person that likes to hear you talk is yourself, and that your channel will never be a success if you continue in this path where you're riding forever, not even talking about the title of your video, not even talking about the topic that you could have finished probably talking in like 5 minutes, and yet you took like, you know, I don't know how long my video was, 35 minutes, 40 minutes, I don't know how long. So he says you'll never succeed as a YouTuber if you continue doing that. So what he's saying is get to the point, cut your videos down to about 5-10 minutes, and then be done with it. Well, I just had to laugh at that. But here's what I'm saying is that these videos are not specifically instructional videos. These are riding videos. We're out riding. I am out riding my bike. I don't ride for 5 minutes. I ride for an hour or more. And I take you along with me. So what do we do while I'm riding? Well, I talk. I talk about all sorts of different topics. And so whatever we end up having to talk about might end up as the name of the video. That guy had an e-bike. He went off to the side trail. So yeah, these are riding videos. These are not. I'm gonna stop here for a second because we got a car coming. So yeah, they're not instructional videos. They're not 5-minute instructional videos that talk about a quick topic. The name of the videos happen to be whatever we happen to be talking about, but it may not be 30 minutes of talking about the same topic. I mean, we're jumping from topic to topic, okay? So that's my answer to him if he happens to see this video. I don't think so. Usually when people put comments like that where they don't really like your video or they don't like you, they don't usually come back. They just leave their comment and they move on. But in case he does come back, he'll see the answer of why I do what I do. All right, we are back to the street level again. Oh, we have to cross over. So let's cross over again. Usually when this happens, I try to determine which way do I need to go. And we're going this way because we had the light for a second. It was turning on us as we were turning. Now I'm gonna turn this way and go this way. And the only reason it's so quickly is because the light was turning red or yellow as I was crossing, and it turned red as I got up on the top. These are the same markings we saw before. Yeah, there's some repair works and stuff going on around here. It's probably going to affect me. So if they do that, I may have to find different ways of getting here. I may have to take that street that you see to the left. Now, I don't want to do that because those guys are going 45 miles an hour. And you know that means they're going by 50 or 55, right? So that's not the safest thing. Now, this sidewalk, you may say, why are you riding a sidewalk? Because we are allowed to ride the sidewalk because that's what gets us to the path. Because as you see here, it's lined out for it. So you can't get onto this trail unless you take that sidewalk. So now as you hear things over and over, that's for the benefit of new people who are coming on board. You guys who have been with me for a long time, sorry, I have to say it. So anyways, the bike is doing well. I've been throttling the entire 2 rides, yesterday's ride and today's ride. We're down to 15%. By the time I get home, we'll probably be down to maybe, I don't know, 9%, whatever gets me home. Anyways, I appreciate you guys following along as always. If you like this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Keep an eye on Thursday's video because that'll be the review day video. And if I don't have a video somewhere in between, you know it's because I wasn't able to get out because I'm supervising the painting on the fence. I'll talk to you guys next time.